Hi, everybody. I had a request for to post some of the mantras that I mentioned in my intro video. And so I did mention it in the context of like some yoga classes that you take may have a more spiritual slant than others. And so, like, just remember that because the chants, they have like general overall intentions that you should focus on when you're chanting them. But aside from that, it is usually like chanted to a certain Hindu god. And I know I made a point that yoga is not a religion. And so keep that in mind because it's not, yoga is not a religion, but it does sometimes like draw on inspiration from some of the Hindu gods. So the chants that are used before yoga practice, after yoga practice, sometimes during yoga practice, use have some mention of different Hindu gods. Again, this course is not, and in my yoga teaching, I don't like talk about much about like Hindu religion. Um, the spiritual aspect of yoga, if you ask me, is connecting with yourself and learning to observe your mind, observe your thoughts, observe your body, accept yourself, not judge yourself at the same time, and learn to be more effective basically at everything you do by being in tune with yourself. And that can describe spirituality, being in tune with yourself. So that's a more important takeaway if you ask me, especially in this class, which is not intended to be like highly spiritual or anything. But I do want to share some of the mantra chants that I learned because they're pretty and they can be used to meditate. So something that's interesting to me is, like, I think it was described to me before that mantra chanting is unique because oftentimes you can't understand the words. And so it's different than singing along to music that you know and that you understand what it means, because you can get more into a meditative state. And like these words are in Sanskrit, so a lot of people don't understand them. It's not, Sanskrit is not the common language spoken in India. Hindi is, and Sanskrit is an ancient language. It's the language that the yoga poses are written in, and it's the language that the chants use. So I thought that was an interesting concept, the idea of chanting words that you don't understand, and that can help you be in more of a meditative state also. But it is important to know the intention of the chant, because when you're chanting, you can think about that intention. And intention is very important in everything that we do. So actually, I'm going to pause this video. We'll call this intro to mantra chanting. And then the next video I'll make is going to be the first one.